walk us through the inbound play that Doc said obviously was to get you a look.
Which one?
The one that we ended up passing off to Brooke.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of double team you. Yeah, that. You just kind of walk us through that play, what you saw, and how that developed.
It was just obviously, like he said, we was trying to get me an opportunity to get a shot up. I came back, I got the ball, came off the screen. I was looking to get downhill first because I didn't want to just settle. And I was able to get some space from Aiden, and I kind of stepped back behind the three-point line, but my man was still chasing, and I knew he was going to try to get a rear view contest and, maybe have a chance to block it. So I just welcomed it, and I threw it back, and Brooke was making that shot all night, and I think if you can get a quality shot from a good shooter, you make that play. So I threw it back to him just because I felt like at that time it was the right play, and he just missed it.
Just so where you felt like you couldn't get that up?
No, I thought I could have shot it. I probably could have shot it and got it off, but when I was stepping back, I felt them both coming. I for sure could have got the shot off. But if his man is in front of me and my man is right there, chasing me on the side, I just was aware that he had to be wide open, so I just made the pass back to him.
Thoughts on the night overall?
It was a fun game. I think these types of games, where it's a lot of meaning, it's a lot of emotion to it. It's always a fun game. It's always competitive. These games are never just a boring game or a blowout. It seems like it's always just a little bit more juice in them. And that's what tonight was. It was an entertaining game. It was excitement. The fans were into the game, for a lot of reasons. And, that's what the NBA is. I thought to start the game, it was a little bit back and forth. You let any team in this league start to believe and see the ball go in, especially on their home floor, it's going to be a back and forth game. But overall, it was just, more than anything, it was just kind of draining. You know what I mean? Just everything around it and what it was. I ain't going to say I'm happy that it's over, but I'm just like, just dealing with everything that came with it. I've been asked a million times, like, what is it like being back in Portland and how do you feel and all of this stuff. But I've really enjoyed being back, but just the whole spectacle of it is just, just a little bit draining,
Anfernee's been a pupil of yours. Any sense of pride when he hit that huge shot mixed in with maybe, oh, damn?
No, I think when you spend a lot of time around somebody, you have like a different type of belief and confidence in them than everybody else. It's like my older brother has a different type of confidence in me than probably anybody else in the world because he's been there with me. He's seen me go through a lot of stuff and he's just seen it up close. So he's more of a believer than everybody else. And I think with Ant, I probably just expect things from him that people probably don't expect yet. So I wasn't surprised. You know what I mean? I think he's developing. He's not afraid, and he has the ability to make those types of shots. I wasn't proud in that moment, but I wasn't proud at all because we want to win the game. But I respected it, because I've seen what went into it, and obviously, because of the friendship that's there, you gotta respect it.
And your emotions during the ovation in the beginning, what was sort of going through your mind, your heart?
I just felt appreciated. I think that's what it comes down to. You just feel the appreciation and the love. And I just kind of stood in it. It was like, man, this is a big deal, just to take that moment and to have everybody in the building just show me that type of love. It's acknowledgement of a lot of things, during my time here. So I appreciated it, and that was it.
During that first tribute video, you came back out onto the floor and you kind of wiped your face. Did you get emotional during that video watching it?
Like the whole game, I was trying not to sometimes when I sweat, I get sweat in my eyes and stuff, and I was trying not to wipe my sweat because I didn't want nobody to be like, man, I think he crying, So I literally was trying not to even do that, but it didn't. I just was wiping my sweat off.
Did you get a chance to take the videos in at all? I know you have you trying to play it. Did you expect a second one?
I saw the first one. when it came on, and I kind of watched it during the timeout, and then the second one came on, and everybody on the bench was like, okay, they got 10 videos for you. It kind of was a joke on the bench. They was like, it's going to be a video every time out. But I saw the first one, and I caught some of the second one because, you know, they was talking shit about it.
It felt like even when every time you caught the ball, you scored and stuff, you still were getting cheered too. Did you notice that? Did you feel that from the crowd, the reaction to you?
I noticed some moments of, you know, them cheering, you know, but every basket I kind of, once I get into the game, I can hear it, but I wasn't paying too close attention, so I could definitely hear it.
Dame, just what did you see here in the middle? Just what did you see at the start of the fourth quarter? I think it was 6 straight turnovers to open up the quarter.
I just think we had a couple bad possessions. I think I had 2 turnovers in one possession. You know, I threw a pass to Giannis, the ball slipped out my hand. I sprinted back, stole the ball, and I was getting it toward the baseline, and I tried to throw it to him real quick going the other way, and then somebody else was running into the play. But we had that. We had a couple charges. You know, we wanted to play in the paint. You know, we knew how much help was going to be there, so we can get into the paint, make passes out. You know, but they're a scrappy team. You know, Chauncey has their ear, so they're going to do exactly what he says. And, you know, guys was getting in front, taking charges. You know, they was flying around, and that led to some turnovers. And sometimes that happens, you know, especially in these types of back and forth games, and energy is in the building. A team is feeling good, they're making shots. So those types of plays just happen. I think that's the first time we've had that this season where it's like charge, turnover, and those types of plays give the opposing team life, you know. And on the road, you can't have a stretch like that and expect to win.
Before the game, Doc had mentioned the fact that he knew your emotions were going to be whatever they were, but he also knew that for your teammates, it was going to be tough to, you know, do we try to take over for Dame? Do we try to feed Dame? Just how do you feel like kind of your teammates dealt with that throughout the night?
I thought it was fine. You know, I think at this point they know my personality, you know, and I didn't come into the game like, you know, feed me the ball or nothing like that. The best thing about it was that we just played normal, you know, so we can just try to win the game and not make it more about me than it needed to be. You know, I think the fans and the love and the respect and appreciation that was shown was enough, you know, but when it came to the game, you know, I felt like we kept it normal. And I thought everybody handled that part of it well, you know, and that was it.
Hey, Dame, at one point, Doc said to you guys in the huddle, you guys are trying to win the game yourselves, and that's not going to work. We have to win it together.
Yeah.
What does the difference between the two look like to you, and how do you strike that balance?
I think for us, it was that stretch where we just didn't have as much movement. You know, I think when the ball moved, we was most successful offensively. But when he said that, we were in the middle of a stretch where a team has so many guys with the ability to take over a game. And you don't want to shy away, so you end up, you know, maybe being a little bit more aggressive than you need to instead of making that next play. So I don't think nobody on the team was like ball hogging or nothing like that, but it was just like when things aren't going well, you typically want to try to change it. You know, as a good player, you want to try to do something because you're capable of it. But usually the best thing to do is to make the ball move a little bit more, you know, and to trust a little bit more because that's going to be harder to guard, and we got good enough players to make them pay, you know, by making that extra pass, and we just kind of got away from that. You know, it was like one pass, attack. Instead of moving them around, that's how they was able to get in position to take charges and get in passing lanes and stuff like that. So I think that's the point he was making. You know, we gotta continue to trust and make those extra passes, make the extra play, because it's going to be going to another good player, and it's going to be a quality possession. And those are the hardest possessions to guard when you want a good team.